Hey, it's Rick here, and I've got your head-to-head comparison video on the SwitchEasy Canvas and the Marware CEO Hybrid for the iPad 2. Both of these cases will run you $49.99 from the manufacturer, and they are available, the SwitchEasy, in 4 colors. This color, which is charcoal. It's also available in black and tan and in gray. And the Marware comes in this faux carbon fiber black color. The Marware has no extras that come with it. The SwitchEasy will come with a couple of protectors for your headphone jack and your 30-pin dock connector to keep dust out. It's also going to include a screen protector that's crystal clear. This will show a little bit of fingerprints on the Marware. It's not a huge deal. They wipe off. The SwitchEasy so far does not, at least in the charcoal color. And let me go ahead and show you how you can insert your iPad 2 in each of these devices. So let's start with the SwitchEasy Canvas. The way you're going to put your iPad 2 into this is simply put one end in, just like this, and then you're going to snap all the corners into place. And basically anywhere that you see that polycarbonate shell, you're going to snap it right in place. And once you've done that, it is securely seated into the case, and it uses a clasp mechanism to stay closed. Marware takes a different approach to the way you insert your iPad. You're basically going to bend this part of the case and simply slide your iPad 2 right into the case just like that until it reaches the end. And once you've done that, you've got 2 areas here that you push down until it secures, and likewise right here. And once you've done that, it is now secured in the case. It uses a clasp mechanism right here that you push and right here. Now wait, I do not have a scale, so I can't tell you with certainty how much these cases weigh, but I will say this. The Marware is just a feather lighter in my opinion, and that's just by picking it up and feeling it, and then holding the SwitchEasy and feeling that as well. Yes, the SwitchEasy feels heavier, but not by a ton, so I don't think that that is enough to sway your decision. Now, if we take a look at how everything compares, let me go ahead and show you, because the SwitchEasy will provide a little bit more protection. If you look on the bottom side here, you can see the Marware is up on top. You can see the areas that are exposed versus the SwitchEasy. If we move it along to the side, where the clasp is, pretty much the same. And then if we go to the top, you can see that the Marware on top exposes a little bit more. And then if we move to the back side, and I'll just do this because the other side is covered up, you can see what this looks like. Pretty similar except for that top area on the Marware. So that is how everything lines up. And then also down here, you've got a bit of a speaker grill on the Marware. And again, that polycarbonate shell does a good job on the SwitchEasy of really keeping everything protected. Thickness-wise, if you take a look at this, the SwitchEasy on the left, the Marware on the right, the Marware is thinner. If you looked at that SwitchEasy and you took that bottom canvas piece off and only had the polycarbonate shell, it'd probably be about the same. But as it stands here, the Marware is definitely going to be a little bit lower profile. To open these cases up, SwitchEasy uses that clasp. They both incorporate the sleep-wake. There's also a clasp on either the top and the bottom here on the Marware. Also uses the sleep and the wake. And when we fold them back into book mode, this is what they're going to look like. Let me go ahead and hold them up for you. Here is the Marware, and you do get that protruding out a bit, but it's not really a big deal. Here's the SwitchEasy. So you are going to get a little bit more bulk in the book mode with the SwitchEasy. So for stand mode, let me show you what the Marware CEO looks like. You do need to unclip here and here to get it into stand mode. It's really not that big of a deal. But the one thing you do want to, or I do want to point out is it does expose the back of the iPad there. So just keep that in mind. You get a couple of different stand positions here. Obviously this one. You also get that stand position. And then finally, this last one. It is rather bouncy in a typing mode there. The others are not so bad, and it stays pretty much in place because of those deep grooves. Now if you've folded around to the back and you cinch these in once again here, you do have this hand strap that I've talked about in my prior video. You can put your hand into that strap and you've got that option as well. From a camera perspective, because this front flap is solid, you can't really take photos with this case on unless you hold the flap like this or like this. For our SwitchEasy Canvas, the stand modes are as follows. It uses a Velcro mode right here that you can see on either side, but you do not get the back exposed because it's using that polycarbonate shell. And you have a couple of different typing angles with this one as well. So you can actually move into this mode, or this mode. You can't really go much further than that. As far as typing goes, you can switch this around and do it just like this, and it is very sturdy in that mode. Or if you don't want that touching, you can kind of do something like this, so the inside is not touching, and now you have a typing angle like this, and that also is not too springy. As far as camera goes, because you can fold that, you can now take photos without really having to hold that, front cover out like this. So at the end of the day, what is right for you? The Marware CEO Hybrid or the SwitchEasy Canvas? Really, that's a question you're going to have to ask yourself, because I'm still struggling with it myself too. I really like the aspect of the additional protection that you get with the SwitchEasy. These areas on the Marware are exposed, but I found that it really isn't that big of a deal if I'm using it around my household. If I plan to travel, I'll probably want to throw it on something like this just so that there's less exposed areas. But aside from that, you cannot go wrong with either one of these cases. They have a lot of functionality. They are very similar in the weight area. The Marware is a little bit lower profile, absolutely, but they are both excellent cases. So hopefully that helps some of you guys, and as usual, if you guys have questions or comments, please feel free to let me know. Hit me up over at forums.metagamers.com as well. Otherwise, take care everybody and have fun.